Plasmacope 2400. This machine comes in two sizes, 12 foot and 24 foot. What we have here that we're working on now is the 12 foot version. I think what we could do is see if we can videotape the programming screen here, and we'll actually program a part so you can see how really not difficult it is. First thing you do is just go to Design, and that'll show you just a straight pipe with nothing cut or no copes on it. And then you go to the programming screen. It's very simple. You put the OD of the pipe in. In this case, it's 1.25 inches, 1.25. And then you put the ID so that the machine knows the wall thickness. In this case, it's going to be 1.97. Then you put the length of the overall length of the tube that you want to cut. So in this case, it's going to be 14.1 inches. And now the machine knows what it's got in there for tubing, how long it needs to be, what the OD and ID is. Then the next thing you're going to do is go to the cope on the left side of the machine. You're going to tell it, again, what it's going to mate to, what the pipe is that it's going to mate to. In this case, it's going to be the same 1.25. Enter that. Then we need to tell it what angle. And in this case, we can leave the angle at 0 because it's pretty much a straight 90 degree. Everything seems to work off of 90 degrees on this. So then we want to go to the right side. Same thing. It's going to mount to a 1.25 OD tube. Okay, and then this one we have an angle that it's going to mount at, and in this case it is 36 degrees. 36 degrees. Okay, and same thing now. We want to enter we want to put a hole in. So we say we want a hole. We put the OD of the hole, 0.77, showing on this drawing. Okay. And then we got to go to the X dimension, which is the distance from the end. And this calls out for 5.6 inches, 5.6. We hit OK on that. So now we got the hole diameter. We've got the X dimension, the distance from the side. And in this case, it's also spun 45 degrees, I believe. Yes. So we're going to spin it 45 from center, and that's where it'll make the cut. Okay? And that's really all the information we need to give this to cut that part. So we hit accept, and then after that we would just save it. Okay. Okay, now that we've saved our drawing, if we're not sure, if we want to go take a look at it, we can always go back. And we're going to exit out of here for a second. We're going to go back into Design. We're going to load parts that we saved. In this case, we'll look at the 0040-208 drawing, and we'll just open that up. And this will actually show you what the part looks like. You can spin it so that you're sure that you've got holes in the right place. You've got your left and right side copes in the right place. And you can pretty much judge the overall length. When you're convinced that that's the part you want, we just stop it. And then we can exit out of here. And then we can go to Load Pieces. Now, I've got 3 parts programmed here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the parts that are listed that we've added to our cut routine here. And I'm going to say on the 0208 I want 1 piece. Let's hit OK. On the 0209 I want 1 piece. Hit OK. And on the 0210 I also want 1 piece. And we're all set there. Okay. So now you've told it what to cut. We set our cutting parameters. Our cut speed here, in this case, will be 5. Our rapid speed is 10, and those are adjustable. You can adjust those based on how your cut's coming out. So you may want to do one cut and take a look and see if you need to make some slight changes there. Then after you've got your pieces programmed, the amount of parts you want to cut, you can then simply just hit burn, and in this case, it'll burn one of each of those parts. And we'll show you how that works. You can run 3 of the same, or you can run 1 of each, but you can utilize the whole tube, and then simply hit the home button, send the whole chuck back to the beginning position, put in another tube, and just hit the go button. And that's pretty much it.